Have you ever wanted to play a flick shot like this? Stick with us throughout this whole video and we will teach you how. This video will be split into 4 sections. The first 3 sections will be elements of the flick shot, plus some drills to help you improve on them. And in section 4, we'll head into a full technical breakdown. Without further ado, let's head straight into it. One of the most important things when it comes to playing a flick shot is making sure you've got the space available for your hands to get through the contact point. So for drill number 1, we'll be looking at a combination of 2 elements, namely stride length and head position through the flick shot. For this drill, we'll be hitting some underarms. Start off by making a line that indicates max stride length. Here we used our trusty ducks. Then add a cone down the deck, nice and far in front of that max stride length. This cone indicates where our head will need to be at contact point. With every single rep, you will have 2 focus points. Number 1, making sure that your front foot stride length does not go further than the line we created. And number 2, making sure that our head is over the cone. By doing this, we will ensure that we've got enough space for our hands to go through that contact point without it being hindered by our body. To all our European viewers, with all of you heading into the pre-season, why not consider picking up one of our training schedules? We'll have them linked down in the description and they'll also be in our YouTube channel shop. The next element we need to focus on is our swing through the contact point, making sure that our hands are moving in the correct line through contact. By making your hands hit through the correct line, we can make sure that we have the highest possible consistency of strike and scoring potential. To help us achieve this, we'll be creating a channel between that mid-wicket and mid-on region using some cones as a visual aid. Again, we will only be hitting some underarms to start off with. Your focus points are basically to still implement what we did in drill number 1, but to add to that the correct swing path through the contact point. When we look to play a bit straighter like this, we have more of a bat face available to make contact with, upping our consistency massively, and with that angle created by bat meeting ball with speed, the ball will always go squarer than you think. The last element we need to focus on is our body position while making contact. Ideally, what we want to do is to make sure that our front foot opens up straight down the deck and that our body stays as side on as much as possible. To do this, we have one final checkpoint drill. For this drill, we'll again be creating a channel with some cones, this time running down the pitch. The channel is there to make sure that our front foot does not go over to the offside, closing us off, or that it doesn't open too much on the leg sides, popping our hips and opening us up too much. This time, we'll be hitting some overarms, trying to implement everything that we've done to this point while adding on a great front foot angle and body position through the contact point. This helps us make perfect contact every single time. One key thing here is to try and remain as stable as possible and don't overthink it. Do this until you feel nice and comfortable with your body position. Finally, let's do a full technical breakdown of the flick shot. Firstly, choose a ball that is aimed slightly down leg or just on your legs. Push your head nice and far forward towards the line of the ball. Take a small stride and simply open up your front foot down the deck to keep yourself side on. Hit with a dominant top hand through the contact point, aiming at that mid-wicket-ish region. Break your wrist on just after contact to help you get slightly more angle on the ball and whip it through that leg side. By going through these drills and the focus points elements covered in this video, you too can hit a perfect kind of flick shot.